everyone, welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Today we're looking at the 2015 film Deathgasm as part of our ongoing 31 Days of Horror. This one's brought to us by Jason Lee Howden. What we have is a story of Brody. Brody is a metalhead, man. Metal is king. But Brody's also kind of a loser, and he's got some kind of loserish friends, but they decide to form a band. But things still aren't going the way that Brody wants, so after finding a song that will let him summon the king of demons, Brody decides to do just that. And of course, things don't always go as planned when summoning demons. This movie was a lot of fun. It is a funny, gory splatterfest out of New Zealand, and there's going to be something in the water there, man, because they come up with some awesome, weird stuff for some of their cinema. And I really kind of want to go there. I mean, minus the whole coughing up blood and becoming a possessed demon thrall type thing. You know, skip that part. But this one was just a lot of fun. It was a good, funny script at times, and this is the type of gore horror that I like. I'm not a big fan of just gore for the sake of gore. I like gore when it's kind of done this over-the-top, kind of more in a humorous way. And there's some nifty little scenes of some of the things they do, and I don't want to spoil it because I think this one's definitely worth watching if you like gore horror that's more of a, you know, kind of comedy as opposed to just straight-up gore porn. And if that's your thing, man, I'm not judging. Scale of 1 to 10, this is kind of like, man, this is like Headbangers Ball, you remember from MTV, Headbangers Ball meets the Evil Dead. But, like, good Headbangers Ball, not, you know, this is like after the death of hair metal, you know, and you got more, or maybe like the second incarnation of Headbangers Ball, or more, maybe more the idea of what you wanted Headbangers Ball to be, but it never quite was, but that's what you wanted it to be, even though it never really happened. That idealized version of Headbangers Ball that only existed in your head meets Evil Dead. And it was just a riot, man. I love the characters, you know. I mean, there's not, like, Brody, you know, doesn't really change much in the movie. He kind of, everything changes around him. There's no one, you know, at times you root for him because he's kind of the underdog, but he's, you know, in a lot of ways, he's not exactly a great guy. He's just kind of a guy who makes some really, really bad decisions. That's how you get horror films, people making bad decisions. But yeah, I think this one's definitely worth checking out. I thought it was fun. I thought it was enjoyable. It's got some great metal, although I will say that for some of the great metal tunes it had, just the general soundtrack, the other music, the mood music, for lack of a better term, was kind of lacking in some ways for me. But I mean, you got some great gore effects, lots of blood, and it's not like all just CG, man. This is like a lot of practical effects and stuff like that. Some funny stuff going on. Decent acting from everyone. There's a couple of scenes that I absolutely loved, and I'm not going to spoil them because I think you should check this one out. That's all I've got for this one. Till next time, stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.